Hello and good evening. Welcome to Maurieo IRL. Let's just test a few things out and we'll be with you as soon as possible.
Hello, Maurieo! Morris O'Neill here, also known as Maurieo. Got my contact details there, so if you want to contact me, perhaps you'd like me to make a small video about a problem you're having, be it relation to surveying, maths, or anything really, I'll have a go. If I know, I'll certainly give it a go. Regarding my photograph there, that's me in 1972. I've changed a bit since then, so I'm not hoping to raise your expectations there. So let's hope that sometime soon you click on a video and you hear, "Hello, Maurieo!"
Okay, well that's our checks done. I think we're all good there. So let's get over to 10 questions. And tonight, Candelabra Nights. So we're going to be looking at 10 questions about the piano, about pianos. So good evening, Moz, and welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. So in our last 10 questions, we looked at polar explorers, I think. Polar explorers. And one of them took a piano down to Antarctica. So that was the link to tonight's question about pianos. So our main man is here. Let's get on with the show. Mario's 10 questions about pianos. All right, so the first question, the modern piano was invented by Bartolomeo Cristofori around 1700, and he called it Gravissambalo col piano e forte. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, Moz, but he sounds a bit Italian to me, possibly. I'm not sure. Are you claiming this one? Gravissambalo. All right, but yeah. Anyway, that's how we roll. And yes, yeah. Okay. So what do we think about that? Pianos. Okay. Right. Yes. Well, I think that sounds reasonable. It's a lot of bullshit to be actually wrong, and I know it is called the piano forte, meaning strong. So loud, I guess that means forte. Pianissimo meaning quiet, I think. But yes, shit. Day today, my dog has been sick. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good, Moz. Oh dear. Oh well. I hope he had a good life, and yeah, I'm sure it'll take a little while, but yeah. I thought you had more than one dog. So was it, are you dog without now, or do you still have another one? That's never, yeah, we've got our Charlie, the cat, is on, yeah, he's definitely on his last legs, but we're keeping him going, but we expect him to go at any time. He's over 20, so he's had a good life, but we will miss him. Okay. All right. 10 years. And he's quite a big dog, so that's a substantial time. That's quite a long life, isn't it, for a big dog? The smaller dogs last longer, but the big boys not so much. Explanation: Bartolomeu Cristofori Padua, circa 1700, invented the first true piano. His original name was Gracembalo col piano e forte, harpsichord with soft and loud. Okay, shortened to pianoforte, then simply piano. Only 3 of his originals survive. Oh, wow. They would be old. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that's what's, right. Oh, that's sad. Yeah. Oh, well, hopefully you will, have some good memories of him. Right. Next up. Okay. Yeah, cat's losing a lot of weight. Not quite that much. No. Franz Liszt was the first pianist to perform entire recitals from memory without sheet music. Oh, that's hard to believe. Because I'm sure they made music before there was sheet music. I'm going to go false on that. Yeah. I don't think he was the first. I mean, what about the guy that invented the piano? No. I can see that pianists do that, but I doubt that he was the first. I'm going to go false on that. That's my hunch. Probably wrong. You did pretty well the other night with your false detector there, but correct. Right. Okay, let's see why. Liszt popularized solo recitals from memory in the 1830s and coined the term recital, but he was not the first. Clara Schumann and others did it earlier, and the practice dates back to at least the 18th century. Liszt just made it the expected standard. Oh, he made a list. Okay, alrighty. Cheers, Moz. Thanks for dropping by and for the update. Yeah, all good. Bye. Okay, and moving on to the next question. Next, question 3. Okay, here we go. The standard modern piano has 88 keys, 52 white and 36 black. Yeah, that's as I'd expect it. That's 11 octaves, isn't it? 8. So 36. 8, 11. Interesting. I don't know about the split. I would have thought it would be sort of an even. I would have thought it would be like 55-33. But then, there's a couple of extra white. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go true, but Yeah. I'm 50-50 on this one. Well, as much as you can be, 50-50. Correct. The standard piano has exactly 88 keys, 52 white naturals and 36 black, covering 7¼ octaves from AO to C8. This was standardized by Steinway in the 1880s and is now universal for concert grands. Okay, all right. 7¼ octaves. Okay. Well, 3 from 3 on the old piano, the piano. All right. Yes. All right, next up. Next we have what do we have? Coming up next. Caps lock. Next, Glenn Gould famously played Bach on the piano with the bench lowered so low that he sat almost on the floor. Got no idea who Glenn Gould is. And yeah, apart from that, that could be right. I'm going to go true. I've got no reason to believe it to be incorrect, but I have every reason to believe it could be incorrect. True. Oh, Gould used a custom 14-inch high folding chair made by his father that put him almost level with the keyboard. He believed it gave him better control in that famous humming along posture. Well, I've got no idea at all who the hell was Glenn Gould. Let's see. We'll first of all go Glenn Gould. Oh, there he is there. Canadian classical pianist, widely regarded as one of the greatest pianists of all time, renowned as an interpreter of the keyboard works of Bach. His playing was so distinguished by remarkable technical proficiency and a capacity to articulate the contrapuntal texture of Bach's music. What the hell is contrapuntal? In music theory, counterpoint. Yeah, but ours is counterpunctual. Don't know what that means. Okay, oh well, we're getting into a big, deep rabbit hole there. Let's back out and just be happy with the fact that we got that right as we move on to question 5. So he was the greatest pianist of all time. You knew. All right. Anyway, the world's largest piano has 100. I see you back there, Miles. I didn't see. The world's largest piano has 108 keys and was built by Steinway and Sons in the 1930s. No, she's more of a guitarist, and she doesn't actually follow. She doesn't actually follow sort of people so much as the music, but her sister certainly would. Her sister was trained to be a concert pianist, and yeah, and then she became an MP. No, anyway, yeah, the world's largest piano. She would know, I guess. because he was, when did he die? Oh, 1982. Yeah, he would have vaguely still been around, I guess. Yeah. So, what do we reckon here? I've heard of, so false. Okay. We'll try false on that one. Steinway and Sons build pianos, 1930. I don't know. Oh, correct. Well done, Moz. You know more than you think you know. The largest playable piano is the Alexander piano, built by New Zealander Adrian Mann in 2018. I should have known this. It's 5.7 meters long and has 108 keys. Steinway's biggest is the Model D Concert Grand at 2.74 meters with 88 keys. Well done. Whoa. Ha ha. I don't know where this piano is. 5.7 meters long. Holy shit. That's the wingspan, isn't it? Wow. You'd have to run to play that. Would you? Damn. Okay. Oh, well, look at this. 5 from 5. Woo. Next. We're going on the piano. The old piano. All right. Okay. We're in Vienna, 1801, the Candelabra Nights show. Here's the question. Beethoven composed his Moonlight Sonata while completely deaf. Now, was he completely deaf? I'm not sure. I think that there, but I would say true. He was definitely deaf. But what does completely deaf mean? Yeah, I'm verging on true on this one. I think Beethoven was known to be deaf, but completely deaf, I'm not sure on that one. Not sure at all. False. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes. Correct. Beethoven published the Piano Sonata number 14, Moonlight, in 1802, when he was already losing hearing but not completely deaf. Total deafness came around 1814 to 1819. He could still hear enough to compose and perform it himself. Right. Yes. Yes. There was, I'm bloody sure there was a couple of, composers who were yes, there we go. That's right. I remember this. The composers Johann Sebastian Bach and George Friedrich Handel were both blinded by botched eye surgeries performed by the same 18th century medical charlatan, a travelling British eye surgeon named John Taylor. John Chevalier John Taylor, self-promoting showman who styled himself as an occultist to King George. He travelled across Europe in a coach painted with images of eyeballs in the Latin motto. Yes. Surgical procedure was called couching, an ancient method that involved inserting a sharp needle into the eye to dislodge the cataract-clouded lens, pushing it to the back of the eye. The procedure was crude, often unsuccessful, and carried a huge risk of infection. His post-operative care was equally horrific, including treatments like bloodletting, laxatives, and eye drops from a mixture of pigeon's blood, pulverized sugar, or mercury. Holy shit. Yes. Oh, the blind pianist is, oh, well, obviously, Stevie Wonder. But is he really blind? Okay, next question. All right, question 7. Well, here we go. Braille on the keys. Oh, I think they know the relative position of the keys because it's quite mathematical. The pedal that sustains all notes on the piano is called the damper pedal and is always the rightmost pedal. I'm going to say yes, there is a damper pedal. I don't know if it's always the rightmost one, but yeah, certainly are pedals. Not 100% sure which is which, but I would say true on this one. In my humble opinion, yes, the damper pedal sustains all the notes. It's called the damper pedal, but why? Okay. Maybe it's this. Maybe not. But anyway, we're going T for true. Okay, it's probably called the sustain pedal. True, correct. The rightmost pedal is the sustaining or damper pedal. It lifts all dampers. So notes ring after keys are released. On all standard, upright, and grand pianos, it's always rightmost. Middle in sostenuto. Middle is sostenuto. Left is una corda, soft. 7 from 7 as we move to question 8. Well. Yeah. Yes. Liberace's famous candelabra on the piano was copied from a scene of the 1945 film The Picture of Dorian Gray. Whoa. Timing seems about right. Liberace. I've watched that movie. Oh, there's probably been quite a few remakes of it. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Was that written by, yeah, I think that was written by, what's his name? Oscar Wilde. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Was that by Oscar Wilde? I'll get this answer here and then we'll have a look. What do we got? True. Oh. Correct. Prefer this response. Okay. In the 1945, Herd Hatfield, as Dorian, plays Chopin on a piano with a silver candelabrum on top. Liberace saw it, loved the glamour, and made the candelabra his signature prop from the early 1950s onwards. Right. The picture of Dorian Gray. Oscar Wilde. Yes, Oscar did write that. Oh, right. Yes. Right. A shorter novella length version. Okay. Yes, Oscar Wilde, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Yes. Interesting movie, that. Old Oscar, eh? Question 8 out of 8 as we move on to the next question. Question 9. Okay. Liberace can really think. Yes. The Steinway Company has a secret piano bank where concert instruments wait for artists to choose them like racehorses. I can believe that. I know, yeah. I know my wife has different preferences for guitars and what they sound like. And when she had the music school, she got a particular piano that was the one that teachers use because it's known to have a good sound. Yeah, forget what it wasn't terribly expensive, but, well, it was more expensive than some, but not as expensive as others. There you go. Yeah, we're 8 from 8. Oh, I think it's true. The Steinway, I think it's probably a very expensive one, so they probably have them all, bit of a warehouse with a few in. Yeah, T for true. Okay, what do we got there? T for true. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? That'll give us 9 from 9. Correct. Steinway maintains a piano bank, actually called the Concert and Artist Bank, with 300 hand-picked concert grands. Artists visit the basement in New York or Hamburg. They visit the basement in New York with a hamburger to test drive them, picking the perfect one for tours, just like choosing a thoroughbred. Wow. Okay. Well, next, as we go for another perfect score, 10 from 10. The Flintstones had the Stony Way. Really? Okay. The Steinway. Right. In 1958, Van Cliburn won the first Tchaikovsky competition in Moscow at the height of the Cold War and was greeted as a hero in New York with a ticker-tape parade. Well, I can sort of believe that. Yeah, the Cold War, 1958. It was before a ticker-tape parade. Yeah. A ticker-tape parade, really? Yes. Okay. Right. I'll guess true. Yes, I think true as well. I like the idea of a ticker-tape parade. All right. Here we go. Correct. 23-year-old Texan Van Cliburn won the inaugural International Tchaikovsky competition in Moscow on 14th April 1958, playing Tchaikovsky and Rachmaninoff. Khrushchev personally approved the win. Back home, he received the only ticker tape parade ever given to a classical musician down Broadway in New York. Wow, there we go. 10 out of 10. Virtuoso of the Candelabra. A flawless performance. You mastered Cristofori's invention, Liszt's memory myth, the 88 keys, Gould's low bench, the biggest piano, Beethoven's hearing, the damper pedal, Liberace's film inspiration, Steinway's bank, and Van Cliburn's Cold War triumph without missing a single note. Bloody marvellous. Thank you, Moz. This has been Mario's 10 questions about pianists. All good. And the piano, maybe. Right. Let's get on with the show. And we're going to click right out of there. And here we go. Over to some memes and things that Moz has put in. So we've done the fart smelling. I remember that from last time. So now we have this one here. Right. So we've got to make that a bit smaller. Oh. Try and move. Oh, there we go. We can put it there. There we go. Alien. The alien. Oh, right. There's the alien on the left. And then on the right, with the hands, the Italian. Italian. My humor is broken. Right. Yes. Okay. Now, put that one over there. Next, we have, get rid of that one. Next up from Moz, we have fugitive in Italy arrested after hiding in nativity scene as fake statue. Right. I think that's all good there. A fugitive in southern Italy was arrested after trying to hide for police by posing as a statue in a Christmas nativity scene where the town's mayor spotted him. The 38-year-old Ghanaian man, wanted for assaulting a police officer and evading a prison sentence in Bologna, was discovered after the mayor realized the statue was a real person. Oh, that's not a photo of him. I don't think there's anyone in there that looks like... yes. Too right, Moz. The Italians can, yes, use their hands very adeptly to aid in speaking. Okay. I can't see any Ghanaian men in that picture. All right. Yes. Okay. No, not... Oh, yeah, here. All right, next up. Christmas question answered. Now, we need to get some sound onto this one. Here we go. Here's the sound.
Santa, where should I stick this tree?
Need to start.
Why is there an angel on top of the Christmas tree?
I don't know.
You see, Santa was having a really bad day and was totally stressed out. Then the angel came in and said, "Hey Santa, where should I stick this tree?" Why is there an
Yes.
angel on top of the Christmas tree?
I don't know.
You see, Santa was having a really bad day and was
Oh,
totally
dear.
stressed out. Then the angel
Santa's
came in
coming.
and said, "Hey Santa,
Santa
where should I stick this tree?"
Claus is coming to town. Now, this one.
What would you do if I started smoking?
I'd slow down and use more lube.
Grandpa on his blue chew again. Oops, sound. I might need some sound here myself.
What would you do if I started smoking?
I'd slow down and use more lube.
I missed that one.
What would you do if I started smoking?
I'd slow down and use more lube.
Yes. The old.
What would you do if
smoke
I
after
started smoking?
intercourse?
I'd slow down and
I
use
don't
more
know.
lube.
I'll have a look next time. Oh, golly, I can remember that one when I was at school.
After 20
Okay,
years of
right,
marriage,
we've
a
got
couple were
sound.
lying in bed one evening when the wife felt her husband begin to touch her in ways he hadn't in quite some time. It almost tickled as his fingers started at her neck and then began moving down past the small of her back. He then slid his hand across her shoulders and neck, slowly worked it down one side, then the other, stopping just over her lower stomach. He then proceeded to place his hand on her left inner arm, caressed downward again, working down her side, passed gently over, and then in between her buttock and down her leg to her calf. Then he proceeded up her inner thigh, stopping just at the uppermost portion of her leg. He continued in the same manner on her right side, then suddenly stopped, rolled over, and became silent. As she had become quite aroused by this caressing, she whispered, "Babe, that was wonderful. Why did you stop?" "I found the remote."
Ah, yes.
Disappointing.
After 20 years of marriage, a couple were lying in bed one evening when the wife
Right.
felt...
Now, okay, we'll find find the Mario ones. I was actually in the flow tonight, and yeah. Oh. Oh, what the hell? I don't want that. I'm just getting myself ready. Yeah, so, yeah. How are we going for time? Oh, yes, I've got a few more to do here. Okay. Now, I remember I had okay. Ooh. Oh, I'm just finding my... I did the guy with the thing. I did that one there. I think I did this one. Oh, hang on. I'll just check before I move it on over. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh. Yeah. I thought I did that one with the... Oh, with the... Yeah. So here we go. Moving on over. I was a bit late starting tonight. Right. First one. Follow the link. And here it is. Always be proud of your children. My son was inmate of the month at Jackson County Jail. Yes. Okay. Right. Nice. A proud mum. I don't think a dad had put that. You don't need a list. It's all of them. Oh, this is a reference to Epstein's list, is it? Epstein? You don't need a list. It's all of them. That's dude with the sign. He's very famous. But that's not. Uh, that's someone else has taken his sign and put something on it. Right. Yeah. I like dude with a sign. Oh.
Please help me. I can't get a job because of this stutter. So the doctor examines him and comes to a conclusion. Well, sir, the problem is that your penis is too large and the weight of it is tugging on your spinal cord and it's interfering with the sensory nerves causing your stutter. Unfortunately, the only solution is to remove 8 inches of a penis. The man thinks it over and says, "Do it, I can't live like this no more." So the doctor goes ahead, carries out the surgery and the man goes home. Not even a week later, the man returns jubilant. "Doc, thank you so much. My life has changed. I've already got a job that I love." The man leaves, but returns to the doctor 3 months later. "Hey, Doc, you know, since the surgery, my life has been great, but the one thing that has suffered is my sex life. My wife left me because I can no longer please her, and I love her so much, I just can't live without her. Do you think there's any way I could get that 8 inches back?" The doctor looked at him and says, I'm afraid not. A man with a stutter goes to the doctor and says,
Yes.
"Doc, please help me. I can't get a job because of this stutter." So the doctor
old-
examines him and comes to a conclusion. "Well, sir, the problem is
The
that
old
your penis is too large
cockatoo story.
and the weight of it is tugging on your spinal cord
Right.
and it's
Next. Okay. I asked my wife if she was really wearing that to the store. She said, "Yes, it's my favorite blue top." Okay. Yes. Wow. Right. There we go. Okay. What's this one? The Jackal. Follow the link. First thing you do after sex. Daniel Pato. Continue the I'm having trouble reading the rest of it. Continue the autopsy whilst reminding myself that a moment of weakness doesn't make me a bad vet. The old 1-2. Yes. Double twist in a single sentence. Continue the autopsy without reminding myself that a moment of weakness does not make me a bad vet. Dear me. Okay. Ha ha, you dumb animal. You drive to the gym just to walk on the treadmill. Yeah. Listen here, buddy. You drive to the gym just to walk on a treadmill. Yeah. Who's the dumbass, eh? All right. One more. This one's from Joker's Wild. And we're done. Joker's Wild. Follow the link. Mom, who's that? That's that bitch your dad ran off with last week. Mom, who's that? Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Awesome. Okay. I think that's all for us tonight. We'll finish there with that one from, let me write that down before I forget it, Joker's Wild. The old fish joke. Okay, all right. That's awesome. Good night. When you got to bed tonight and start fingering, make sure the piano or guitar is in arm's length. Rightio, Moz. I'll follow that advice. All right, this has been a Maurieo presentation, recorded live in our lovely little studio in downtown Ngaruawahia, the Big Smoke in Aotearoa, New Zealand, a place where Kiwis live in a paradise we like to call God's own country. Good night, and good gardening to you all.